watched entertainment news franchise. The Big Brother Canada reunion.
I definitely wanted to win this game badly.
Congratulations, Jillian.
Wait, what?
Relationships are tested.
I've been getting little warnings.
Broken promises revealed.
What does that do to you, bro?
It comes down to this.
As all 15 house guests come face to face. Together.
This is awkward.
For the first time since the explosive finale.
I'm not up there hoping Jillian doesn't win this.
You forgive her? What did you think of the jury decision?
Hello and welcome to ET Canada presents the Big Brother Canada Reunion Special. I'm Roz Weston. As you probably noticed, there's a couple of empty chairs over there. Don't worry, everybody from the show will be coming out. They will be reuniting tonight for one explosive show. But before we get to that, let's take a quick look back at the very first ever season of Big Brother Canada, a show that ended in one of reality TV's biggest game changers of all time.
Daddy! When 15 strangers moved into the Big Brother Canada house, it wasn't long until things got going.
You better shut your mouth.
There were tears.
Oh, it just feels like a lose-lose situation.
Some fake tears. Laughs. And of course, tons of drama.
Get out of my face. I'm in your face.
Alliances were formed
We haven't looked back since.
and broken.
Emmett, what are you doing to me, man?
In the midst of it all, Showmance bloomed.
It is like a teenage party gone wild.
Would you count this as a relationship?
Did you guys just become official?
But of course, there can be only one winner,
Congratulations, Jillian.
even if it is shrouded in controversy.
Topaz has voted for Jillian.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
All right, what did you think of that? Did they make the right choice? Right? Well, millions of you watched. It all came down to one controversial jury vote. And even though it came with some scandal, it did make Jillian $100,000 richer. Okay, now it is time to bring out the house guests. Please welcome everybody. Kat, Danielle, Anil, Tom, Liza, and Suzette. And now your jury, AJ and Alex. Topaz and Peter. Andrew and Talla. And here she is, the winner of Big Brother Canada, Jillian. Hello, grab a seat right here. Is it just weird to be around people?
Yeah, a little.
Explain to people what that's like, because up until this point, it's just you've been a small group and then just slowly gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Now that you're out in the world, do you look at the way that you played inside that house differently?
The fact that it starts out with a big group of people, you know, you can kind of find your way like into a group and then you don't hang out with those people for a couple hours and you hang out with another group of people. But when you're in the house with like 2 people,
Right.
you have to hang out the whole time.
Right.
Or you have to hang out by yourself and talk to yourself and do weird things and you're on TV, so.
What did you think of the jury decision? Do you think it was fair?
Okay. I think production has been extremely strict on rules this entire season, and it has you know, it has set mine and Em's game back a bit in the game. We've seen that. We've seen get DQ'd from, and there's no coming back from it.
Right.
So I feel like, you know, it's finally worked to my advantage where they're not going back on a rule. I'm like, thank you. Because if they changed it at that point, I'd be like, what? They went back on a rule for him, but they wouldn't for us the whole game?
But let's do this real quick. Let's do this real quick. Because you, yes, 100%.
More to it. I think Gary's very deserving of this as well.
Okay.
Do you want me to continue?
No. Listen. Hey, you won. You won $100,000. But let's do this real quick. Let's poll the jury really, really quick. All those right now today who would vote for Gary.
I didn't, but Gary Levin was a hard choice.
Just put your hand up. Now, as we all know, Topaz's vote mixed up led to Gary missing out on $100,000, a car, and a shopping spree. She's going to be up here joining us in the hot seat in just a quick second. But first, the moment that changed everything in the Big Brother Canada finale.
My vote is 150% secure.
Topaz has voted for Jillian.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
Topaz.
Yeah?
We made the rules really, really clear.
No.
You vote for who you want to win. I'm so sorry, but the votes are final.
No, wait a minute. Who was
I am so sorry.
No, who was... No. Arissa, who was up
I
there?
have to carry on.
If you have something to say, you are more than welcome to say it.
Okay, I just want to say that I don't want, like Jillian winning, I don't want anything to be taken away from this. Jillian was a great competitor. She played this game amazingly, and she definitely deserves this entire thing. Like, you're a great player. Gary is my best friend, and he's a great player too, and obviously everyone knew, yes, I would vote for Gary. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, because he's my best friend. They're both very, very much deserving, so.
Did it hurt more because you went up there 150%, 150%? And did it hurt more because the person that lost out was Gary?
Yes!
Was it just this perfect storm of just everything that's nasty in the world thrown at you?
I was there trying to be like, Jillian, 150%. I was thinking Jillian in my head, like, obviously. Like, I'm like, Jillian in 150%, and then I make your card up. But you know what I mean? But at the same time, I love you, Jillian.
When you're up there goofing on her and hoping she doesn't win this, are you thinking of Jillian the player or Jillian the girl?
Oh no, like I'm not up there hoping Jillian doesn't win this. It's just obvious, like Gary's my...
You weren't hoping Jillian didn't win?
No, like I'm not there like I hope... No, listen, I'm not there just saying, oh, I don't want Jillian to win this. No, she doesn't deserve it. No. I'm just like, I love Gary. It wasn't about Jillian don't win. It's just like, I love Gary. I want Gary to win, like, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's not like... And, you know, she ended up winning. Yeah. You're a great player. Congrats.
I tried.
Okay, let's hear Gary's side of the story now. Before the big Topaz twist, it seemed Gary had a lock on it, especially after this unbelievably heartfelt and emotional plea to the jury.
Yes, I was voted out, but I was voted back in, and I didn't waste that opportunity. I won competitions, and I earned my spot here in this final two. And I deserve to win this game. I fought my hardest, and if I win, I'll share it with my family and my friends who supported me since day one. And every single girl and boy and girly boy in Canada who didn't think you're a winner, you can't be a winner.
What do you see when you watch that?
I see a fighter. I definitely wanted to win this game badly, and I fought just like I fought through my whole life to just, you know, be who I am. So, yeah, the fighter.
Is this one of the first realizations that you've had about yourself of how much fight you have in you?
Definitely. I mean, this game is it's very hard. I mean, it looks fun, but it's a hard game to play. You have to play every single angle. So I definitely, you know, fought from the beginning, being a target, just being myself, and I enjoyed every minute of it. But yeah, definitely, it's a hard game to play.
When you were sitting there, I think that this is what we want to hear.
Yeah.
What went through your head when they said Topaz voted for Jillian?
I was like, Jigga, what? What? What happened? I understand. I was like, okay, well, maybe she's trying to do the whole, like, Jill was a good competitor, and she just wanted to, you know, show props and give her the win. And I'm one of those people, I'm so fair, so it's like, Jillian's not like a weak player, so I was like, you know what, okay, fine, I get it, Topaz, but we're gonna have a talk later about this.
Okay, this is, before we let you go, how do you start that talk? What's line one out of your mouth? And you can feel free to look at her right now and do it because she's sitting right there.
I would be like, let's talk. Let's have a chat. What happened? No, but there's a lot going on. I mean, you're on set, this and that, and, you know, things happen. It's okay.
Do you forgive her?
Of course. I forgive her immediately.
Okay.
I don't hold grudges.
know.
I don't hold grudges.
All I know is
short.
I don't want you mad at me. Thank you so much, Gary. All right, buddy, we'll send you back over to the jury box. Now, Emmett, when we all watched Topaz go up and put Jillian's name in, now you have a smile on your face still. You had a smile on your face.
Yeah, it was, you know, a little bit of good came out of this, and I was happy for Jill. You know, as I say, you know, the rules, they bit me a few times in the comp, and this time they paid off.
All right, after the break, it is all about the Showmances. Are Topaz and Alex still a couple? Stick around and find out. All right, welcome back to ET Canada presents the Big Brother Canada reunion special. Let's get right to the romances. Now, Jillian and Emmett, or should we call you Jemmett, will they last outside of the Big Brother house? Emmett? We spoke to you right after the finale, and you had an interesting answer when we asked where things were going with you and Jillian. Take a look at this.
Oh, it's hard to say. Like, I don't even know what's going on. A lot of people are saying, apparently I'm a popular one on the show. I don't know. I guess people like me for some reason, so who knows what will happen. But, you know, we're going to go back to Nova Scotia together and see what's going on.
No. Jillian, your thoughts?
Oh, my thoughts? That's what I said. How would we know? We've never lived together outside the house.
Fair enough. Now, Jillian, you were always super loyal to Emmett, but Emmett, there were a few times where you were definitely willing to sell out Jillian for the sake of the competition.
A girl has to go next week. Okay.
If it came down to it and I had to give up either Jillian or the competition, I would give up Jillian.
I would go to the final two with Talla just because my game crushes hers. She needs to be able to believe that I'm going to take her.
I'll take you to the final two because I think I can beat you over her.
How are your chances versus Jillian?
Good. Like, I get a speech already. I can crush her with it.
So the simple question would be, are you guys together? But a better question would be, would you make out right now? Then that saves us all from wondering, right? All right, next up, they went from a cuddle-mance to a showmance to a broke-mance to a remance. What is their mance status now? And will it change after Topaz sees this?
It will not bother me at all going 100% after Topaz.
So Topaz was like, Alec, I was just ignoring you because I'm an emotional girl, and like, I don't think our showmance is over, yada, yada. And the whole time I'm just looking in her eyes, I'm just like, you are just
soulless vessel.
Yes.
Vacant soulless vessel we came up with.
Soulless, just like trying to manipulate me.
I think the chances of Topaz and I becoming friends after this game are basically zero, especially after what I'm going to do this week.
There's still a lot you don't know.
You know, I've been hearing, like, I've been getting little warnings and, like, all that stuff. I'm willing to be friends with everyone on this cast, no hard feelings. Like, you know what, in the jury house, like, I got to know a different side of Alec. Like, I know he's very cold on the show and all that stuff. And romantically, no.
Really?
But as friends, I'm...
But weren't you guys all hooked up in the jury house?
A cuddle-mance did, I'm not gonna lie, a cuddle-mance did
Overnight
continue.
cuddle-mance or just cuddle-mance?
Just like a cuddle-mance. Like the same kind of cuddle-mance just kind of continued into the jury house.
Talla?
Then I showed up.
And then she became my new man.
My mom's over there.
Talla became my new man when she showed up.
No, you know what? I had fun when I went to jury.
Do you want to tell your mom what you did or no?
What happens in jury has to stay.
But another attention grabber in the Big Brother Canada house was Liza, who had 2 men wrapped around her finger. We're going to get everything out in the open, but first, here is a quick look at another love triangle with Tom and Peter.
Liza has definitely opened up my eyes. She's a wonderful, wonderful person.
Tom has reminded me that there are good, decent men out there.
You and Tom, like, I would never date him in the real world.
But our relationship is definitely not just about the game.
Peter and I are currently doing our best to not spend every waking minute together. And then if Tom wants to swoop in and take me to bed, that's ideal for me.
Where do we start? Peter, is that the elastic still around your hand?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about all this now that you've kind of been brought up to speed?
I mean, I knew what was going on in the house. I knew that it was complex, and it is complex to this day.
Are you still head over heels for it?
Yeah.
Liza?
I feel like the luckiest girl in the world right now.
Because 2 guys? Tom, what does that do to you, bro?
Honestly, man, it comes down to this, and I said it before, what guy wouldn't fall for Liza? And it's definitely not the easiest thing, but it's worth every damn minute.
Liza, how far are you willing to go with her?
There's a lot of land that separates me from both of these boys.
Let's say the land didn't exist.
I don't think I have to choose.
Okay, we got to go to commercial. But when we come back, awkward! We'll get the house guests to answer some of your questions because you have been the greatest audience in the history of Big Brother. Welcome back. Okay, house guests, get ready to be put on the hot seat. Some of your biggest fans are in the audience and about to unload. Plus, we have some Twitter questions. First up, we have an audience member, Mai. Hello. You have a question for Andrew. Go ahead.
Hi, I do. Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
My question is, I want to know what's going to happen with the East Coast Alliance now.
I've said it many, many times that this is just a game. Yeah, Peter, warning, spoiler alert. And you know what? I take it as a compliment. I would have went to the final 3 with them, even if it meant that I didn't win the money. I know that sounds stupid. I said it's all about winning, but I trusted them both very much, and I don't hold any grudges because you know what? Emmett is giving me a compliment by saying that he couldn't beat me in the final. So.
Thank you.
All right, now over to Twitter. Perry on Twitter has a question for Peter. The question is, which would you rather live on for a week, a garden salad or slop?
Slop.
Wow. I've never seen anybody eat a salad that way. That was the weirdest thing in the world, bro.
You're welcome.
Okay, Celeste, in the audience, you have a question.
My question is for the 6 house guests that were evicted first. You guys were able to watch the show from home. You got to see the diary interviews. Who did you think had the best strategy? What did you respect most about it? And who do you think in your heart deserved to win? Gary!
Thank you so much, everybody, for your questions. More after the break. All right, welcome back to ET Canada presents the Big Brother Canada reunion special. One person who kept things as light as possible in the house was Talla. From the many, many times that you were brilliantly drunk to the many, many times you brilliantly failed at a challenge. This is your drunken failure supercut, honey.
I think I'm tipsy.
I thought I'm doing exactly what you guys asked. Hello? Where's my drink? Where's my drink?
You kidding?
Give me a drink.
Okay, there we go.
Talla, are you going
Talla, before we go, any regrets?
I don't have any I don't have any regrets. I mean, if you're going to drink, try to do what I don't do, or try not to do what I do. Yeah.
Do you remember anything of those moments?
I don't remember when I went into the hot tub and said that I peed, and I don't think that I did. I didn't pee. I remember I was really sick, but I remember great people took care of me, and I remember I had so much fun.
Do us a favor for everybody. Just turn around and just give AJ a big old high five for the rest of the country, please, Talla.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Why is she doing this?
Because you were awesome, brother.
Thank you.
Form doesn't matter. They're wrapping us up, but I want to say a huge thank you to all the fans who sent in questions, and of course the audience here. Don't forget, there is more Big Brother coming your way soon when the 15th season of the U.S. version premieres on Global June 26th. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
You're watching Global, part of Shaw.